to sacrifice on this altar for you to have. So be that my identity or the things that I've clung to for so long. I am this, I'm a black woman, I'm born in South London, I'm this, no, all of those things do not define me. Those are things that I sacrifice, that I'm first a daughter of God, I'm first a child of Zion, I'm first called his own, and everything else is secondary. The Bible then goes on in verse 9 to say, you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his own possession, that you may proclaim the excellencies of he who called you out of darkness into marvelous light. Once you were not a people, but now you are God's people. Once you had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. And this is where we really find our identity in Christ. That it's not about what you were not then, it's about who you now are. That you have been translated from darkness into light. The measure of your testimony is how well your life has become accustomed to living in the light of who God says you are. That you are no longer bound by the darkness, you're no longer bound by not receiving mercy, but you have received mercy. And that's my exhortation to you today. Amen.
Thank you so much, Ify, for that short exhortation and telling us about how you come into the understanding of your identity in Christ Jesus. Do we have any question at all? There are rooms for 2 questions before we move on to the next speaker to tell us about how she came into the understanding of her identity in Christ Jesus. Going? Oh yeah, thank you.
Okay, so I heard you say obviously, so now, like a few years later, do you have times where you still like go through seasons where you're kind of not sure of parts of your identity? Still?
100%. It's something that I think God is forever revisiting in my life. There was a time, I think this was 2015, I had a sticky note on my bookshelf and it said, I accept, underline the word accept, the woman that you've called me to be. And it was because in that season I went through so much battling with, oh God, I don't want to do this. I don't want to have this. Why can't my life look like this person's? Why can't my call be similar to this? Why can't you put me in less of a front-facing role? There was a lot of things that I was like, God, I don't want this. I don't want this. I like this part, but can we change this? But coming to the place of full acceptance of the things that I haven't yet experienced, the things that I don't yet know, but I accept that woman. I accept the fullness of Ify that you want me to be. So it's a continual sacrificing and laying down my ideals for my own life and saying that, okay, God, I'll take what you say. Even though I don't understand it, I'll take it, I'll accept it. So it's not easy. It's continuous sacrifice because we're priests. That's what we're called to do.
Thank you for that answer.